by child. And her vision for the IT sector, I think, is remarkable, and her innovation. We've started IT curriculum in schools, across schools in Punjab and colleges. We have revived all the IT labs across Punjab with technical AI, machine learning driven curriculum, teacher training, and of course, with public-private partnership like people yourself, and the skill development, a newly born skill development IT entrepreneurship department in Punjab government is doing wonders in terms of catching up with the pace of IT revolution across Punjab. Also, I think in this evolving world, emerging technology, and the buzzword that we have today, AI and machine learning, we of course have to catch up with the speed. As I said, that AI and machine learning is not it's not a distant future, but it is here. Like we spoke about climate change back in 2000, that it is some kind of a fancy world, some kind of a distant future, but we are confronted with the reality of climate change every day. And same analogy goes for AI and machine learning. And it's sooner we realize the importance, sooner we realize the critical role AI and technologies, emerging technologies are playing in decision making, because as I look after a few departments, which of course Talat keep criticizing conveniently, but I would also like to say that people like Talat Hussain are assets for Pakistan. Not that he'll be trolled after this line which I've said on social media, but truly, I think institutions like Beacon House should take opportunity and capitalize on the opportunity with the talent like Talat Hussain in journalism, and of course the emerging technologies and responsibility and ethics in media, social media, that we are confronted with today. Of course, with this AI and emerging technology, there's a demand of a learner which is digitally affluent, emotionally intelligent, climate aware, and most importantly, technology savvy. So of course, there's a huge responsibility and more responsibility for the teachers, for the experts, and people like yourself sitting in this room today, that how to inculcate sense of integrity, responsibility at the same time, and of course, human values, as the question was put up to the expert when I entered the hall today. So it is, of course, a challenging, and of course, we are at crossroads as a country also, as a nation also, and a nation that has more than 65% of youth, which of course we all have to invest in both in terms of education, health, and most importantly, the job security, and that will come with the qualifications and of course the skill set of AI and machine learning in the future world, and of course in the emerging world that we have. We have just established Nawaz Sharif IT City in Punjab, in Lahore, next to PKLI, and all of you are invited to contribute, if you can, in your capacity to enhance the Nawaz Sharif IT City. The first AI university is being constructed in Nawaz Sharif IT City as we speak, and lots of international colleges have shown interest, international universities and companies have shown interest to have their offices in Nawaz Sharif IT City. So we are looking forward to having globally acclaimed universities and colleges in Pakistan, in Punjab, in next few years. There's lots of debate that, humans, human values, AI or machine learning. I think or should be and has replaced and it has to go side by side, and we should have youth who can work with technology and not compete against it. I think, and that's the only way where we can, and we should not expect, and we should not fear that AI will replace human brilliance. It will and it should, and I know that it will enhance the potential of humans and assist them in a way where they can more productively, more technologically serve the country and of course serve the nation. So I once again thank you, each one of you, because investing time, finances is one part, as Qasim was saying, that they say that why don't you spend this money on the school? But I think this is money spent worthwhile, and it is something that we all as Pakistanis acknowledge, and the information, the knowledge that will be imparted through these sessions to all the experts sitting around here, and also the private sector. And as Qasim was just telling me, it will be open to public and to experts as well, that whoever wants to be part of this wonderful, wonderful conference, they can come and attend the sessions as the conference progress. आखिर में मैं ये बात ज़रूर कहना चाहती हूँ कि पंजाब एक ऐसे मरहले से गुजर रहा है, Pakistan also, we are at a crossroad where there are many challenges which we are confronted with and we are dealing with, and of course, alhamdulillah, उसमें बहुत सी बेहतरी हुई है in terms of economy, in terms of law and order, in terms of foreign policy, in terms of social sector transformation, and we have a very, very able Prime Minister who's been 3 times Chief Minister of Punjab, and he's the 2nd time Prime Minister of Pakistan, who's working day and night. I want to acknowledge him also, because this is how nations grow, with the able and competent leadership. Then in Punjab, of course, under the leadership of Chief Minister Punjab, जिस तरह वो काम कर रही हैं, जिस तरह वो दिन रात, people ask her, what is your priority? And I don't think that she's left any sector, any person, she's not left anybody from her visibility, and she's working on education. We've, as I told you, and Rana Sikandar, the education minister, of course, will come and will tell you all the interventions that we've done across the education sector, in the IT sector, in the skill development. And then she's working, of course, on climate resilience. We've seen floods recently. Our 3 rivers were in super flood situation, which of course was a very, very, very challenging situation. But historic floods were confronted with historic competence, historic rescue, historic preparedness. And now, as we speak, we've finished today, was the last day where we have given all the compensation